Welcome back to the channel. We got some stuff to start off today with. Everybody's talking about the past. I want to talk about the future, but at the same time, let's touch a little bit on the past. I cannot believe what's happening in Ontario these days, or Ottawa. Let's have a listen.
Ignoring an assault as this guy sets off. Unbelievable. Don't touch me.
I guess because they don't have air horns.
Is this what we're doing? Sergeant, I was assaulted and every one of your officers are ignoring me. They assaulted me and every one of your officers is ignoring me.
Yeah, typical. Let's just ignore the Canadians. This Canada is got some good videos up. This guy, so there's music in this video and I can't play it, but apparently this guy is trying to do an elbows up Team Canada video with a gay pride flag. Got the wrong Canadian flag there, but this elbows up BS is just BS. You want to put your elbows up and fight for something? Go to your local MLA, go to your local mayors and make a difference. This is not doing something different. This is not productive. We're not making a change doing that. This page here, I found a couple good, nice little shorts to go over. I'm going to start with Danielle Smith here. She's got a good video that I wanted to talk about.
President Donald Trump seems to want the Liberals to win again. He gave an interview with Laura Ingraham yesterday saying that he'd prefer for the Liberals, and you have to wonder why. I think it's because the Liberals have made us weak over the last 10 years, and he wants to see that weakness continue. I certainly don't. I want to see us be the strong and united country that I know we can be, getting our products to market and working together collaboratively.
Donald Trump definitely wants the Liberals to win. He'll just push them over and take the country from them. He wants nothing to do with the woke, NWO, New World Order, World Health Organization, United Nations, BS. If the EU goes to back Canada with tariffs, he'll be installing large-scale tariffs. He will definitely break Canada by the end of the year if the Liberals win. We will not be a country anymore.
This Liberal candidate was not expecting this.
Hi there. My name is Eleanor, and I'm the Liberal candidate.
AI will not be co-opted into a tool for authoritarian censorship. Finally, the Trump administration will maintain a pro-worker growth path for AI.
Look at that smug face. I'm glad he's gone. I still can't stand seeing his face. And Carney, I cannot stand looking at their dumb face. Exactly, their authoritarian censorship. Let's go over here. I did two different searches, one with my VPN in Canada and one with it in the US. Here's what shows up when you do a news search: Canada, CTV, BBC, CBC, National Post, all fake news. So that's all you get right away. City News Toronto, National Post, CBC, CTV, fake. Or they change the narrative to suit them best, right? Can't say it's all fake, there's truth, but they manipulate it to suit their needs. They'll take bits and pieces of it, like Mark Carney. No, you'll take that. Anybody's going to get an elbow, it should be Mark Carney. Here we go. Still pretty well censored, but you get a little bit different of variety, but still same thing. CTV, New York Times, BBC, City News, National Post. They're all just crap. So you're better off going to an AI search bot, Grok on X. Let's see what he has to say.
Lies.
What is lies on this?
That he was with Epstein and Maxwell.
But you have a picture of them together.
That's not even him.
It's him.
All right, I used to be a journalist and I'm not buying it.
It's not him. I'm saying to me it doesn't like him at all.
No, the face is shorter, the chin is longer.
So what do you think it is, that picture?
Some other guy.
I can't believe how naive people are here. Let's finish it.
Truck driving around influencing.
Because the fact that they are here, but dog just make a big poo on the ground and she didn't clean it afterwards.
Littering, snobby elitist, thinking they're better than everybody else. And then we got a roll call out here. What was President Trump doing today? He was in Mar-a-Lago. was with the president of Finland. Apparently he won. We got a full lid called here at 4:14. Full lid means there's going to be no more press release or press call, so all the press on standby can go home, and if there is, they try to give them a heads up. But at this point, it's going to be almost like a breaking news deal. You never know. He might put a post out on Truth Social or on X. Summary of some notable news stories Canada, March 29th, based on available information. Trade tensions. Today, reports highlighted a call between President Trump and Mark Carney regarding Trump's reciprocal tariffs. This follows ongoing trade disputes, with Trump imposing 25 tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum earlier this month and threatening further action if Canada and the UE collaborate against the U.S. economic interests. Carney has promised retaliatory measures to protect Canadian workers, with potential tariffs set to begin April 2nd amid the darkening of U.S.-Canadian relations. If you don't want a 200% tariff, then reduce your tariff down to 25% and you won't have a 200% tariff. Whatever we are charging them, they are going to charge us. So if we don't want those tariffs, we reduce our tariffs. Tariff comes in, reduce your tariff, both tariffs come down. Seems pretty fair to me. It's not a trade war. Other than with the steel and aluminum 25% tariffs that were issued earlier in the month, that was mentioned. And then on again, off again. No, he just made sure that those tariffs that he imposed weren't actually going to affect a deal that was already in place. So he had to make an amendment. I just don't get it. People are just twisting this into something it doesn't need to be. You don't want the tariffs, reduce your own tariffs. And as for Canada, our own province tariff each other more than what we probably tariff the other countries. They charge ridiculous tariffs out east. Ridiculous. All right, let's move on. Leaders in Canada, main political parties were active today. Green Party leaders Pednault and Mary held press conferences in Nanaimo at 10 a.m. outlining plans to protect Canada's economic sovereignty. Want to protect our sovereignty, like I said, just reduce the tariffs and raw resource exports. And if we want to talk about tariffs, how about we talk about the tariffs that China's implemented on us, 100%. And we are still selling all kinds of coal. Moose on the Loose made a great video of all the coal that's getting exported by EB. And all we have to do is stop exporting coal and have LNG plants going through our country, and we'll be negative net zero. Just getting rid of the coal that we sell reduces our carbon footprint enough to make it into a negative. There's other things that need to be done, not just that simple, cut and dry, but at the end of the day, there's a very easy route to bring our net zero and our emissions down without hurting ourselves and making ourselves more prosperous at the same time. That's not what Mark Carney and the rest of the World Economic Forum want. Look at all these names. Klaus Schwab, founder and chairman. He is the worst of the worst. This economic takeover, breakdown, and how to break a country. Mark Carney's got a book on it. Klaus Schwab's got a book on it. It is literally their manifesto. You want to know what's going to happen to Canada? Read their book. They're destroying it. They're going to economically break it, get rid of the middle class, make everybody poor, and the rich and the elites will survive. The Liberals get in, hopefully Trump makes us the 51st state. If not, well, and they already got it all rigged for Mark Carney's going to be a shoo-in. Look at the polls. And the polls are fake. The only reason they're doing that, look at my last video. Again, I got to do another big video that just explains it all. The multitask holder nature of the WEF balancing representatives from business and government and other influential sectors. Note that membership can evolve with new appointments occurring periodically. Julie Sweet joined 2021. Ajay Banga was noted 2023-2024 in the most current and complete roster of the WEF website form. I can't get on there with my VPN going, so I had to go through here. I'm going to start with the conclusion just because it sums everything up. As of March 29, 25, there's at least 4 high-profile Canadian political figures: Freeland, Trudeau, Singh, and Carney. have clear WEF ties. With Freeland actively serving on the Board of Trustees, historical patterns suggest 5 to 10 current cabinet ministers and similar number of other officials or MPs may have or past or present involvement. YGL status of event attendance, a board count include bureaucrats could reach 20 to 30 individuals, but this is an educated guess based on trends rather than precise figure. The WEF doesn't publish definitive list of active government participants. Gee, I wonder why they don't do that. Canadian government transparency is limited, so the true number could get higher or lower. Mark Carney is not currently government official. His former government bank account, his particular future Liberal leader was WEF trustee until at least 2021. His past role and influence tie him to both Canada policy and the WEF. Gee, I wonder. Jagmeet, leader of new NDP, was also a WEF young global leader. While not a government official in the sense of holding cabinet position, he is a significant political figure whose party supports the current Liberal government through a confidence and supply agreement. Board involvement, Young Global Leaders Program, the WEF's YGL Young Global Leaders Program initiative has included several Canadians who later became prominent in politics. Klaus Schwab, WE founder, claimed that in 2017, more than half of Trudeau's cabinet were young global leaders, though no official list substantiates this exact figure for that time or today. Knowing Canadian young global leaders with political ties are Chrystia Freeland, Michelle Rempel-Garner, Conservative MP, though not in government. Other MPs or formal officials, John Baird, former Conservative Foreign Affairs Minister, have been linked to the program or WEF events. Historically, multiple cabinet ministers have attended WEF annual meetings in Davos. 6 ministers attended: Bill Monroe, Finance; Navdeep Bains, Innovation; Francisco Philippe Champagne; Scott Bryson; Melanie Jolie; Catherine McKenna. Attendance does not equate to formal membership. It indicates engagement. Similar delegations likely occurred in subsequent years, though exact number for the 2025 are not specified in any current data. And senior bureaucrats and advisors such as Gerald Butts, former principal secretary to Trudeau, have participated in WEF conferences suggesting influence beyond elected officials. Additionally, figures like Marie-Claude Benoit, former International Development Minister, have served with the WEF Global Future Council. Our government is the WEF. Mark Carney, 2008, and then Mark Carney, 2010. The difference in the way he was speaking, there was no climate initiative until his first meeting with the WEF. And then it was all climate. It's been climate ever since. And that's how the WEF is finding that they can penetrate the governments and ensure policies to break the countries. If Canadians do stand up and fight for their rights, they invoke unconstitutional authorities to have them arrested, beaten, trampled by horses. However, if you're an illegal immigrant, you came here illegally, you're fighting for a war that's not even in our country, our province, our state, or our continent. Come on, Canadians, let's clean up our streets. We don't need to be fighting. We don't need to be elbows up. We just need to clean our streets. You want to protest something, protest clean streets, protest getting rid of safe supply, protest censorship, protest for freedom, protest for rights and freedoms, our Charter of Rights. Stand up for our Constitution, stand up for our rights and freedoms. That's what we need to be protesting. That's what I'm trying to protest. This war, trade war, isn't against Trump. It's against the WEF. And unfortunately, right now, the WEF is the Liberal government that's in power. Not all Liberals are aware of this. However, they are brainwashed. They don't understand. They don't know any better. They're simpletons, really. They know how to turn a TV on and watch CBC. So they're simpletons. You can't blame them. It's just who they are. Everybody has a right to their own opinions. Everybody has a right to make their own choices. And everybody has a right to freedom of speech. So let's use those rights. Unfortunately, we're censored, so I hide my identity. For now, I only put up a couple barriers. It's not going to be hard if somebody really wanted to figure out. You'd have to have some computer skills to do some hacking, but please don't. And if you do know who I am, please don't. You can reach out to me through other ways if you absolutely need to. Anyway, today, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Thanks for listening. If you made it this far, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification for upcoming videos. Again, this wasn't very much research. This is just me on my little bit of a rant this morning. Yeah, we went through some pretty crappy stuff. We had the Emergencies Act. We had the lockdown, the Emergencies Act. We've had all kinds of government. We've had all kinds of authoritarian censorship with the government for the last decade. No more. If you want to make it too big to rig, we got to get out there. We got to be seen. We got to be heard. We got to be noticed. We'll do that. Isn't going to make a difference. We got to make the difference. We got to make the change today. It doesn't start tomorrow. It doesn't start when the election's over. It starts today. You want a new Canada? Make it happen today. Start doing what you got to do. These things are all false. These are all fake. Don't believe them. Don't get panicked. Don't get scared. Go out there. You'll see for yourself. These are fake. It's going to start with us. It's going to start with me. It's going to start with you. Do what we can today for a better tomorrow. Bitching about yesterday, last year, isn't going to make tomorrow better. Yes, it sucks. But tomorrow is what counts, not today, not yesterday. Tomorrow is what counts, so make today better for tomorrow. Take care. Thanks for coming out. Stay safe out there. Hit the subscribe. See you on the next one.